Problem 19, 5.4 over 2y equals 9. Right away, I'm going to cross multiply. This is the same as 9 over 1. 2y times 9 is 18. 18y equals 5.4 times 1, just 5.4. Divide by 18. 5.4 divided by 18 is 0.3, or 3/10. Problem 20. 7 over 4x plus 3 equals 2. Again, I'm going to cross multiply to solve this problem. This is the same as 2 over 1. So I'm going to take 2 times 4x plus 3. It's going to equal 7 times 1, which is 7. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract 6 from each side. 7 minus 6 is 1. Divide each side by 8. Your answer is x equals 1 over 8. Problem 21. 1 minus 3 over 5x equals 4 over 10x. My first step would be get this denominator with an x on the same side. To do that, I'm going to add 3 over 5x to each side. And I'm adding because I'm subtracting here, and that way they'll cancel out. I'll need the common denominator to add these two fractions together. Just multiply 2 over 2 to get it. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 3 is 6. Four plus 6 is 10, and that's over 10x. The 10's cancel out, leaving you with 1 over x. From here, you can cross multiply. 1 times x is x. 1 times 1 is 1. So your answer is 1. Problem 22. 3z over 2 plus 1 over 4 equals 7 over 8. I want this z to be isolated on one side of the equation so that I can solve for z. To do that, I'll subtract 1/4 from each side. I'm going to have a common denominator since I'm dealing with subtracting fractions. 4 times 2 is 8, so multiply 2 over 2. 1 times 2 is 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 7 minus 2 is 5. Now I can simply cross multiply. Take 3z times 8. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 8 is 24. Divide by 24. Both 10 and 24 are even numbers, so you can divide by 2 to simplify. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 24 divided by 2 is 12. So z equals 5 over 12. Problem 23. 9x equals 7 times x minus 2. My first step will be to distribute out the 7. 7 times x is 7x. 7 times 2 is 14. I'm going to want the x's on the same side of the equation. So subtract 7x. 9 minus 7 is 2. That leaves a negative 14. If you wanted up here, you could have said this would be plus negative 14, so you don't confuse your signs. Simply divide by 2. X equals 14 divided by 2 is 7. Keep this negative, so your answer is negative 7. Problem 24. 4 over 3 times x plus 2 minus 2 over 3x equals 1 over x plus 2. I want to try to simplify the equation. I see I have x plus 2 in the denominator on 2 of my fractions. So I'm going to start off by multiplying x plus 2 over 1 times each number on each side of the equation. This will allow me to cancel out. Now I'm just going to rewrite what I'm left with. 4 over 3 minus 2 times x plus 2. I still have an x in the numerator and an x in the denominator. Let me get rid of this 3x denominator by multiplying 3x over 1 times each number on each side of the equation. These 3's will cancel out. My 3x will cancel out. I'm going to rewrite what I'm left with. X times 4 is 4x. Got 2 times x plus 2. 1 times 3x is 3x. I kept this in brackets because I'm subtracting this 2 times x plus 2, and I still have to get rid of my parentheses, which I'm going to do right now. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 2 is 4. Carry everything down. Now I'm subtracting and I don't want to get my signs confused, so I'm going to multiply negative 1 times each of these numbers. That will turn my subtraction sign into an addition sign. Negative 1 times negative 2x is negative 2x. Negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. Carry that down again. Now I'm going to combine like terms. 4x minus 2x is 2x. I want my x's on the same side of the equation. So to do that, I'm going to subtract 2x from each side. So I'm left with negative 4. After those cancel out. 3x minus 2x is x. So x equals negative 4. Problem 25. The ratio of golf balls to tennis balls in the pro shop is 5 to 4. If there are 385 golf balls, how many tennis balls are there? The problem tells us there's a ratio of golf balls to tennis balls, and that ratio is 5 to 4. Ratios can be rewritten as fractions. This would be golf balls over tennis balls, which is 5 over 4. The left side of the colon becomes the numerator, the right side becomes the denominator. It's telling us that there are 385 golf balls, and we want to solve how many tennis balls there are, so we'll say x. 385 over x is the same ratio as a 5 to 4. So this is the equation, and we want to solve for x, which will give us the number of tennis balls. all you do is cross multiply. X times 5 is 5x. 385 times 4 is 1,540. Divide by 5. 1,540 divided by 5 is 308. So you have 308 tennis balls.